Chaitanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhan Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Somehow maybe we'll shift this to some other place so that you can see. Okay, then you can see well. Maybe it can come this time.
Yeah, that can.
Dr. Ramrao Prabhu had put for purpose so that we could say. But audience.
It is coming. Here also it is coming. Yeah. I'll adjust it.
Better.
Sadhu. Come.
Is it better?
So, Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone. And thank you very much, Mayur Prabhu, Veda Matani, for inviting our small effort for our opportunity to serve you. We take this privilege and speak something that might interest, I hope, everyone. And if there are any things anyone would like to add, feel free. If there are any questions, most welcome. And I think I've seen some of you already in the past and some very new. So I'm Sudama Das. I live in Neuss, and
I would like to say a few words about you.
You would like to say?
Yes.
Only few words.
Push can speak about him, whatever he knows. Yeah.
So
you have to stand
very crisp then.
Yeah. Please.
Sudama Prabhuji is where, as we call him, a Prabhuji, and he teaches us or explains us stories or topics of the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and he encourages us to be spiritual and yeah.
And about his family.
Oh, yeah, and
You wanted to say that? That's why I asked you.
Do you remember? Or
yes. So Vibhu Prabhuji is one of my good friends now, and Vibhav also in the other room who played the Mridanga, and yeah.
He has two sons, Vibhav and
Great man. तुमको chance ही दिया नहीं. No, you know it. Actually, आपको देना चाहिए गीता.
And yeah, unfortunately, his wife Rupa Mataji is not present today, and Vibhu Prabhuji.
Thank you. I'm very happy to hear you. Okay. Yeah. So, if there is a position of Bhagavad Gita, you have a book.
Bhagavad Gita.
There also we have that book.
that is actually
We will open the seal now.
open it, yeah. No problem.
No, but we have
Actually,
Open
the
one,
open one I have kept somewhere reading, so I'm not recalling yet.
जब आपके हाथ से खोलने से ज्ञान उज्जवल होता है, आप कर दो ना। ऋषभ प्रभु की जय। David, the book size is getting smaller. The font size
Yeah,
is smaller.
that's what I immediately called out to discuss the same. The font in this book, na,
It's small.
is small. The previous one was good.
Was a pocket to carry books.
That's
I have a big Hindi book.
You have to complain to him. He's the one who
Yeah,
says
he's
they have
the-
to be taken. What is it? Distribution आपसे आ रहे हैं हमको. Distributor आप
The font size will
if you want big font,
I have-
she
I
has
have-
it.
have now.
Yeah, it's like 3 minutes away, 5 minutes away.
No, that's okay. Then I'll finish that part. No. I have it here, but
But I stay next to it. I can bring.
no. I can read. I'm just giving the opportunity to pull the leg.
I have to, but in Hindi.
Ah.
I have a bigger font, but in Hindi.
आप ही पढ़ो फिर. अश्रद्धाना पुरुषा. Yeah, you can also repeat. अश्रद्धाना पुरुषा धर्मस्य परन्तपा धर्मस्य परन्तपा द्रव्यमां निर्वर्तन्ते अप्राप्य मां निवर्तन्ते मृत्यु संसारवर्त्मनि मृत्यु संसारवर्त्मनि अश्रद्धादान पुरुषा धर्मस्य परन्तपा अप्राप्य मां निवर्तन्ते मृत्यु संसारवर्त्मनि अश्रद्धादान पुरुषा धर्मस्य परन्तपा अप्राप्य मां निवर्तन्ते मृत्यु संसारवर्त्मनि
Asrabdadana Purusha
अश्रद्धादान पुरुषा
Dharmasayasya Parantapa Prapyamam Nivartante You Samsara Vartmani.
Anyone? He has specs, he can read.
Asradawa Purusha
अश्रद्धादान पुरुषा
Dharmasya Parantapa
धर्मस्य परन्तपा
Apraya Mam Nivartante
अप्राप्य मां निवर्तन्ते
Mujju Samsara
वर्त्मनि
Vartmani
मृत्यु संसारवर्त्मनि. Any mothers? अश्रद्धा अश्रद्धा
अश्रद्धानः पुरुषा
अश्रद्धा पुरुषा
धर्मस्यास्य परन्तया अप्राप्य मां निवर्तन्ते
मृत्यु संसार वर्तमने
वर्त्मनि
देवान
कुछ हमने भी कुछ
we are your inspiration.
यथा
नहीं वही पढ़ना है, वही रिपीट कर रहे हैं।
Unless you want to comment on it.
धन्यः पुरुषः धर्मस्य परन्तप मां निर्वर्तन्ते संसारा वर्तमानि
मृत्यु संसार वर्तमाने
अश्रद्धानः पुरुषः धर्मस्यास्य परन्तप प्राप्य मां निवर्तन्ते संसार
मृत्यु संसार
मणि
अश्रद्धाना पुरुषा धर्मस्यास्य परन्तप अप्राण्य मां निवर्तन्ते मृत्यु संसारवत्
मृत्यु संसार Would you like to read translation?
Ashraddhana, those who are faithless, Purusha, such person, should I read one by one?
As you like.
like you did.
Dharmasya, toward the process of religion, Asya, this, Param Tapa, O killer of the enemies, Aprapya, without obtaining, Mam, me, Nivartante, come back, Mrityu of death, Samsara in material existence, Vartmani on the path. So those who are faithless, such persons toward the process of religion, this, O killer of the enemies, without obtaining, me, come back, of death in material existence on the path. Oh, those who are not faithful in this devotional service cannot attain me, O conqueror of enemies. Therefore they return to the path of birth and death in this material world.
Yeah. Very inspiring. So when Shweta Mataji was asking like what could be a valid topic, I was thinking like, okay, let's still invest some more time in our faith series. Yeah, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. So this is the third session in the series, and this can go on for our lifetime because usually there is a challenge to put our faith in something, especially something that's very fussy. Yeah, so something if and when there is no faith, whatever we do, either we do it because someone asked us to do it, as a no choice, or we do it, try to avoid it so that we have choice. And in this verse, Krishna is saying to Arjuna, here the verse Parantapa is especially addressed by Krishna to say that Arjuna, you are the killer of enemies. To invest faith, we need to also kill something. Of course, not with knife and sword or with these days not non-violent way, not violent way. We should find. But we also need to know what are our enemies. Arjuna very well was guided by Krishna in the battlefield to say that what is the real enemy is the one who is practicing adharma. But the challenge for us is also that we don't know what is dharma sometimes. How many of us have this question that am I doing right or wrong? May I raise your hands? And just imagine how much faith we develop in someone who sees us ourselves, we are like confusing. If we have doubts, how can we encourage others to have faith? That itself is a big thing. But why don't we have faith, or why don't we have clarity, is because we do not have clarity of consciousness. Yeah. Or maybe it could be knowledge, or maybe initially I was believing a lot that yes, what I'm doing is right, but whenever there is a failure, then I understand now, okay, what I was believing is also sometimes not absolutely perfect and correct. Maybe you can come some other location in the back. You're too tall, man. आपको रूम में प्लेस ही नहीं है. So the purport is very nice. I would really encourage everyone to read purport. And purport is also little lengthy. So what I would like to cover here is to connect from our faith topic 2. Yes. 9.3. I thought you know whole Bhagavad Gita, you know the verse number 9.3. So obediently writing everything. Yeah, 9.3. The most confidential knowledge. And a verse before this is very famous verse. The purport is, see, because of the size of the book and the font, it's quite lengthy purport. Anyway, the Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam. So we are talking about Bhagavad Gita, that this is the king of all knowledge. And Krishna is saying, if you don't have faith in these words, what will happen? A big disaster. Of course, this God is not like to scare and then get his job done. It's not because of that. But here he is saying that what is the reality? The reality is that if you do not have faith, Ashartadana Purusha means those who are faithless, such persons, faith in what is also mentioned, dharmasyasya. If we do not have faith in the dharma, what is right, then what is going to happen? Aprapya mam. Prapya, we know, right? Prapti. To achieve. Aprapya means not mam. So one will not get whom? Aprapya mam. Me, Krishna. Vartante. Mrityu. And then what is the result? Mrityu samsara vartmani. So he goes on in the cycle of birth and death again and again and again. How many of us want this nice, pleasing cycle of birth and death? The older we grow, yeah, kids can privilegedly raise the hand. The older we know, the understanding of this world is, it's not always been sweet. We want something else comes up. By the time we just adjust to that, something else will come up. Our life is always changing. Sometimes we think, okay, this is the reality. But is there a way out? It's very nice. At least we know this is reality. But is there a way out? And Krishna is saying, yeah, there is a way out. But how much faith we have? And what will happen if we don't have faith? That is what Krishna is saying here. So with that as a reference, let's try to understand little more about what is actually faith. what is faith? When we say someone, when someone is reading, hey, read with Shraddha. What does that mean?
To believe in something.
It's faith.
With faith, that is, I'm asking, what is faith?
Whatever is someone, if someone is speaking, and if I believe, yes, whatever he's speaking is truth, that is my faith on him or her. But if I doubt, oh, he's speaking right or wrong, actually it has happened or not. When doubt arises, faith vanishes. So absence of doubt is, I guess, faith.
Anyone else? What is faith for you?
Yeah. Faith is belief. At the same time, not looking at whether it is right or wrong. So, not to judge on the paradigm of being right or wrong is faith. So, means many times we say you have to believe me. Then we are expecting that do not judge me whether I am right or wrong. So
Accepting something without proof.
yeah.
Vishwas.
Vishwas.
Unconditional belief in something.
Unconditional belief in something. Any answers?
And especially when this something is going more out of the world or out of the world which we see apparently, or it is apparent, then it becomes more and more difficult to achieve that word or that state called faith, being faithful or something. Because till the time you know, oh yeah, your mind also says, yeah, logically everything is fine. Then yeah, it is easy to keep faith in something. Right? But as you say, and without thinking, without just giving it a single thought that whether it is correct, without engaging your mind, let me say it that way, or brain, or whatever you call it, which uses its intelligence to the judgment, what is wrong, what is right, based on its past experiences, because it doesn't know what is in the future. But whatever it has experienced in past, based on that, it does this judgment. And when that comes into picture, it gets more and more difficult to put faith.
Are we saying blind faith in a way? Or not blind faith? Because there is also a word called blind faith and there is faith. Otherwise, we won't call it as blind faith. So there is definitely some more difference between what we are calling as faith.
Faith comes with experience.
Faith comes with experience.
Blind faith, close eyes. But faith is something once you experience and then you realize the importance.
Accept it. Only we can enjoy it. आप हो ना इंश्योरेंस है आपका आप इस वजह से
वो तो है
These are some great questions. What is faith?
हाँ कितने कर सकते हैं ऐसे होता है जब बच्चे रहते हैं बेडरूम खराब हो जाता है
भगवान को नाम याद करो
Okay, so let's go because spending some time on this is very important because otherwise we can't even start our journey. When there is no faith, there is no question of, because it's always we try to not give our best. When there is unflinching faith, faith ka different versions, unflinching faith or conviction that what I hear, what I see, what I am accepting is 100% right. That is true faith. And when we are accepting something as a matter of to accept it, because there is no big loss if I don't accept. There is no big loss if I accept it. Then we usually use our blind faith. But as soon as when we think, oh, this is my life and death situation, no one will put blind faith. One really want to scrutinizingly understand and then only accept. And bhakti is something like that because no one want to risk their life. No one want to risk their life. There are people who are bogis. They want to enjoy life like anything. They have invested some faith in something. And of course it's working, sometimes not working. Until if they get another option of something higher, which is really guaranteeing, the faith will not develop. Also in bhakti, it is the same thing. If you want to have, Krishna is saying this whole Bhagavad Gita, how many have 100% faith? Raise your hands. You don't have faith. And you are giving books to everyone. How many of us have 100% faith in Bhagavad Gita? Why? Questions will keep coming.
That is the
That's my my problem.
that is the ultimate truth.
That's the ultimate truth.
Maybe I have a blind faith as of now, but yeah, that is the ultimate truth. That is what I have.
No, I think your faith is still foundation is something because so many have accepted it. Because so many have accepted it, can't be just something. Yeah? So definitely there is some reason behind that faith for you.
I didn't raise my hand because Prabhu, I'm not at a stage where I can say I'm 100% like pure
You
faith.
didn't hear my question properly.
I thought you said 100% faith.
Yeah. How many have 100% faith? That question is correct.
तो उतना नहीं है क्योंकि because you say why I'm distributing to actually gain that faith so that I can somehow please Srila Prabhupada and he can give me that faith because I cannot develop. I have no capability to get that because when I'm reading, I'm getting confused and speculating, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just waiting that it comes. I cannot develop it. So maybe just distribution is easy way to get it.
So you have that faith in Gita.
I have faith in Srila Prabhupada that he can give me that faith.
Which are the teachings of Prabhupada? Of Gita, right?
Not always by bhakti yoga, but maybe like he's thinking of karma yoga is giving you the.
Yeah.
Because I have not that. I know I have accepted. I don't have the capability.
Okay. So, how to get it? At least there is one person. How to get it? How to get that faith?
It develops through the knowledge, through realizations, experience.
Knowledge, experience,
Association.
association,
Guidance from gurus.
guidance of Guru.
Right.
His conviction should be a light for all of us to put a bit faith in the.
Yeah. I think we are referring to this point that association is one thing, example is another thing, because you were referring to role models. If we have role models, then we are inspired. Then we are inspired. Okay, if there are role models, we know that yes, someone has achieved it, such an unflinching faith. And what is the secret? And when people who have achieved success, and maybe you can sit here. Your place is secure.
You are like after path longer to set the yeah. You are like go on. Nobody will disturb you.
He will disturb me. That's why I kept him aside. You found your place now, very comfortable. So this faith we can increase when we see some people who have attained success in whatever we are hearing. Whether it could be if someone want to invest in share market, they will just definitely make sure that who has been successful, they go to them, they ask them, we'll see so many interviews, and then we start building faith. Isn't it? So Which means, even if we have enemies inside our heart, even if we don't have the knowledge within us, still if we have found that one person, that one whom we can have faith, then our life is successful. Isn't it? That's how it works, right? So if we have someone faith, then we open up, we can ask the questions, we can get the knowledge, we can apply it, and then this is going on, and through which we can. So Krishna is the Adi Guru. He is the one who is giving such a great wisdom. But how to develop faith is still a question. Why? Because I never seen Krishna. When I have not seen Krishna, how can I have faith in him? At least if someone has seen the Lord, then we can have faith. But if I have not seen Krishna, how can I have faith? But then what is making us not to see him is again the enemies in our heart. Again coming back, Kama, Krodha, Mala, Lobha, Matsarya. What are these? All these enemies are making us that we are covered so badly that we cannot see Krishna, though he is present here. And if we see Krishna is present, very nice. It's not just a very nice looking altar, but Krishna is present here. The only challenge is we have not thoroughly convinced that yes, Krishna is present here. That is because of our own challenges. How to overcome that is when we are in association of devotees. Yeah, as some of you already said. Then we have, what is the benefit of associating with devotees? What is when you were saying you want devotee associate? Why?
One of the main reasons is to develop this unflinching faith and also get chance to serve.
Anyone else?
Like-minded people and similar thoughts and energies towards a common purpose.
Then are we not saying that sometimes like, okay, we see that there is one sheep going and other sheep is falling, and if all the sheep are going and ending up in the ditch, are we not doing the same?
Not really true. So normally when we are in association, we also hear from other devotees their experiences.
Okay. Yeah, even in the real estate also, or in the share market also, we are hearing their experiences, but still there are people who have made loss very badly.
We hear the experiences, but yeah, not always. Like everybody doesn't follow everybody's experience. So again, we apply our limited knowledge and intelligence to see whether okay, it's the right experience. Because many times devotees also share the don'ts, which is very important. I feel that we don't want to make the same mistake that others did.
Basically, the purpose of the association matters. For instance, we have different ways of worshiping Krishna, like he's gone, and we have also other ways. Still, if the purpose is, or the purpose of the goal is pure, I believe association could be efficient.
Association. Yeah, but we are trying to understand how to know what is the right association.
One person.
Okay.
Should be under the presence of a bona fide authority, which through a unbroken disciple chain, then we know that it's connected to Krishna and you will not fall into ditch or hole, but actually you will go back to Krishna. If it's an unbroken chain and if you can track it all.
If I could little expand on this with an example, what we heard from some ISKCON devotees is Swaminarayan said it's a different way of interpretation of Krishna, while ISKCON is completely based on Vedas, Bhagavad Gita. So we have to follow something which is based on Vedas and Bhagavad Gita. So if the association is based on those aspects, then it is always beneficial. That's one of the limited knowledge from another devotee.
Would you like to add something?
No, I don't have further thoughts about it, but
Yeah, I mean, just like yoga is quite very intensive, so Gita is also very intensive. Yeah, when we really ask these questions, because usually we take it few answers for granted, or we just take, okay, it's not a so keen question for, but at least now we are opening up something on a topic could be very interesting called faith. What do you say? Faith? About faith?
About faith.
You're pushed into it, or?
I don't actually have my own meaning of faith, but I also I was open to accept other meanings and I understood what they mean.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
one
please.
question.
Hmm.
What is the Hindi word for faith? It is Shraddha or Vishwa? Or they are same or
Shraddha is Sanskrit, Vishwas is Hindi.
same?
I think Vishwas is belief.
Yes, that's my question. Trust and faith, is there any difference?
Trust and faith.
I have trust in something, I have faith in someone. Yeah. It's more at the application level, and faith is more very esoteric word that is used mainly for religious things, where, as you're mentioning, that usually they're established based on so-called scientific terms. It's not possible. That's why people who accept confidently without a proof is faith.
Yeah, I think that's right. I mean, trust is something maybe if in the process, if it fails, then maybe the trust gets challenged. But faith is something, even sometimes we might have some failures in between, we still believe,
Yeah.
okay, it is still right.
Yes.
And we still move on. I think that's faith.
When a small child is being thrown in the sky, and then he has a faith that mother would catch her back.
Who has the faith, child or mother?
Child has the faith, not the mother. Mother has some other feeling, but child has the faith that mother will catch. So it is the same connection with God. Sometimes we have this throws in our life, throws us for something, and then we have no answer what will happen.
Exactly. I think it is the last resort. After we try so much and nothing is, no other option we have except the faith. So I think that's the last resort.
It's very nice. This brings up, sorry, you want to add? Or-
Prabhuji, so then like faith is already there in everyone. It's like installed.
Faith in
Because
what?
like faith in God.
No, there are atheists now who don't
Because
have
the
faith.
trust has to be come through experience, and faith is like it's something already must be there within. Otherwise,
Faithless people are there, right?
okay.
Faithless people are there. Yeah, that's why we have always some great fun created by faithless. Trust is something that if I give you something, I don't think that you will really do it. As I said, it's kind of at a different level, different kind of thing. Faith is more about could be philosophy or accepting a person, and let's take the example of a person who is smoking. So if a person who is smoking, does he has faith that smoking is good for him?
But in some way, he is getting that, not faith, but he is getting some comfort in what he does.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I don't know if that is equal to faith, because whatever hallucination or whatever he gets, comfort he gets.
Yeah, there is no doubt for happiness because he's getting it. That's why he's continuing to do it. But still, if we ask, because truth is one. That's what I want to say. Truth is fact. Whether we accept or not, that's a different thing. Yeah. And if we don't have this faith, we don't proceed forward. But still, we do not know on what to have faith and how to acquire that faith. That is the reason we need association. Now immediate question comes. Unless I have faith, how can I have associate? Without I have faith in this program, whatever we are now gathering, if there is no faith that okay, something good will happen, we wouldn't have come here. There is some investment that we have kept. That faith is called Prakrita Shraddha or Komala Shraddha. Faith that is very, 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 it is our investment. And now that is the reason we do not want to invest on big things which are doubtful. We want to really be very, very careful that this, if I put, I want 100% result. Only then we want to invest. But successful people, what they do is, they invest, they evaluate, and they proceed. They are more successful, isn't it? If you always say that no failure I cannot accept, there is no question of doing anything. Because if I cannot accept failure, then I do not dare to do anything. I cannot invest my time, money, everything, resources in anything. And if I don't invest anything, what will happen? Nothing will happen. Something will happen because change will anyway keep pushing us somewhere. But what will happen is, what will happen? Nothing will happen, right? What we want will not happen. That's what. What we all want? What all we want? What is this drink, by the way?
That is kokum.
What is that?
Kokum.
Kokum is the tamarind kind of thing.
Yeah.
Kerala tamarind. Very
Not
nice.
tamarind, yeah. It is a fruit actually. In Konkan, generally in Konkan region, it is cultivated.
Yeah.
It's like how South Indians use tamarind.
Yeah.
Kokum.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's very nice. By the way, how many of us, what do we want? This was the question. Not only the drink, but what do we all want? Everyone gets chance. What do you want? Eternal happiness, not ordinary. It's like Ferrari. No, not normal car. I want super duper.
Happiness, peace.
Happiness, peace. You, mother, anyone? What do you want?
Just I have faith in Krishna, so I just came here and I feel like, yeah, as Arush told, internal happiness or like getting words from someone, hearing good words from someone, so that something will change, like the feelings will change. Or,
For good. Yeah.
for good.
You?
Yeah, I'm good for peace, happiness, joy.
Joy. Anyone? What do we want?
Understand purpose of life.
Understand purpose of life. Yeah. We have big dreams of being happy. That can happen only if we change what we are doing. Otherwise, we have already achieved it. If we have already done it, we have already achieved it, then we already have it. But if we do not have it, that means definitely there is something we have to do. Isn't it? We have done something for which we got some happiness, for which we are very proud of ourselves. But again, that happiness is not enough for us. Just like if someone is earning 3,000 euros, he says, no, 3,000 is not what I want. I want eternal money. I have to just sit in my couch and the cash should,
Fall from the ceiling.
there should be a waterfall of cash. How nice it is to visualize. Money aata rahega, behta rahega. If we want that, we need to do something. If we have questions, we need to find answers. And if we do not invest this time, we won't get the result. And again, wherever we go, the immediate question comes on one thing: faith. So it is so intricate in our life that if we do not understand that what is that right thing that I have to invest, or at least the formula of getting that faith, then the flow, what is going is not actually this waterfall, but actually our age. Just it is said that if someone is holding sand in this hand, the sand is slipping from this hand. In the end, there is nothing. Even more attractive version is take a piece of ice cube and hold it in your hand. And yeah, how long can ice be ice? Now,
Indulge faith in anybody. It comes like a spontaneous, or it's a reaction that comes from inside. So if somebody doesn't have faith, he or she will never have faith. He experiences and then come out.
yeah, but can we let it be like that?
That's
Because Krishna is saying, if that is the case, you keep on going in the circle of birth and death. Can we take a chance of next life?
that depends on the person.
No, we are talking about ourselves,
Then
not talking about someone else.
yeah, but
It's you and me. We are talking about us. Are we ready to take the chance? It's enough, right? Are we not fed up? I am fed up. What do you say? Isn't it? Don't we want to finish the business soon? So that's why we see that Krishna is saying that he is giving us the way that take up to this very confidential, most confidential knowledge. Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam Pavitram Paramam. So supreme. Now what we have to do is, as I said, we have little faith in us. We want to keep in something, right? There is, if we just invest little faith in this, what Krishna is saying, and we try. At the most, what we will waste is trying. People who are very busy, they have challenge because oh come on, I have to work Monday to Friday, and come on Saturday Sunday is we know how struggling it is if we want to organize a DYS course. Sunday, come on, no time. Sunday is my bedtime. Not night. Whole Sunday is my bedtime. Because you think, oh, Monday to Friday I have worked enough. I have, but at least Sunday, give me a break. What is happening in this break is we are just delaying. What we are doing, we are thinking we want to have happiness now, but what we are missing is that eternal happiness. Just imagine, I say, I give you a nice program. For 40 Saturdays and Sundays, I am not telling about this puja and all those. 40 Saturdays, Sundays, if you read Bhagavad Gita, you don't think about, oh no, Saturday, Sunday is my time. I'm saying it is your time, but you want to invest in something happy, right? You want to be happy, it is your time, you build it in right way. And then what will happen is this Komal Shraddha, that is our investment, because it is somehow, I have got it somewhere hidden till now. I kept it very secretly till now. I didn't tell to anyone. Sunday is my day. Let's keep it like that. But shouldn't we invest for ourselves? If Sunday is my day, then how are we using that day? Is it only to chill out? Because we think that no, I have worked very hard. I want happiness. I am saying we want happiness, but what kind of happiness? Free flowing. That free flowing happiness has cost. It's not free, it's only free flowing. And it's also flowing. So quickly it will go. This happiness is coming, it's going, coming and going. No. We want that happiness which will stay with us forever. There is this very nice small story. There is a king in his palace. He was in his bagicha, in his garden. And when he was there, he saw a very nice, beautiful butterfly. And I think I would already told this butterfly is flying. And this king wanted to catch, not the king, I think prince. He He wanted to catch the butterfly. And he tried, and he was tired. He was trying, he was jumping all over, he didn't catch it, and finally he was tired. When he was just tired, the butterfly came on its own and stick to him. This is what he wanted. He wanted it with him, and the butterfly came. It was maybe teasing, I don't know. Are we really having the right understanding what is success of our life? Are we really, the faith that we have invested, can we confidently say that, guarantee that this will give me eternal happiness? No. We tried, we know, and then what is the only way is to have faith. But how can I have faith? We need examples. When we do not have examples, it becomes very difficult. Just like if someone has won a, what is it called? Bumper offer. Then we have faith. Oh, it's not fake, it's reality. I can also try. But I will not invest in lottery because out of how many? Out of 1 lakh, only one guy will go. I don't have so much confidence in my luck. I'll not invest there. I'll invest somewhere where if I put, definitely it will be successful. Isn't it? We want, because I'm again coming back to this. We have this little faith which we want to keep it somewhere that it should give me good results.
Till the time I get good results are flowing, then till that time, it's difficult to question oneself about this deep-rooted spirituality.
That's why the approach, exactly, that's why the approach should be that we invest that faith to see what happens. If we don't do anything, there is nothing will come. We have no choice. We have to invest that faith, and which is called free will. No one is pushing, no one is forcing us. But because that is a precious thing that we have, that Lord has given, we should invest it. And Krishna is saying by doing that, what is the benefit is, one is successful, because eternally we want this success, eternally happiness, peace. What is the third one you said? Peace, happiness, success, joy. Yes. Yeah, we want it. Yeah. And this Adhav Shraddha is just this Komal Shraddha. Is what is that next thing is Adhav Shraddha Tata Sadhu Sanga. When we are with people who have experienced, who have realizations in their life, who is sharing their experiences, that will motivate us. Isn't it? When we see others being successful, we also think, yes, there is a hope that I can also be successful. And because of that hope, I want to put my faith. So hope is such an important thing. If we lose hope, that's what is happening. We lose faith. It's a very much interconnected. When we have hope that what I'm going to put now, with that hope, if I put, and then it works, it will come.
It's vice versa. If I have faith, I have hope. If I have hope, I have faith.
If you have faith, you have hope. Yeah, why not?
Faith, strong faith.
Yeah.
That once it fails,
this is exactly what happens. This is what is exactly happening. When you're investing your faith with little hope, because this is what now, without hope you won't invest. Because now you have got result, again your hope is again increasing. So because your hope is again increasing, again you're investing your faith more. And in that way, what comes is that our faith is becoming stronger and stronger and stronger. But just if people come together, is that faith going to increase? No. People are coming. No, it won't. What is very important? Sadhu Sanga. It's not just Sanga. It's not just Sanga means like, okay, people are coming. I'm coming from Bangla. I'm coming from Gujarat, or I'm coming from Hyderabad or Chennai. I mean, whatever we take. If people are just classified based on the locations or languages or communities or countries, that's not still a sanga. Sadhu means to really find where the sadhus are and go and take association of them. Huh? And now
That's
again,
a challenging point in this world. It's really a challenging part.
but still we have to put our faith.
Yeah.
Now we come to that point. The challenge is there.
That is the
Challenge is there. We are in a world of people who want to make it complicated.
complicated and also
We want simplicity, but we make complexity.
complicated and also this many people tend to
Exploit.
cheat and professionalism. Then it comes with profession as well. So then the other person's faith is like, if I take one step, I realize no, this is not my kind of one. I take one back step.
That's why we need to understand who is the sadhu. It's not just if someone putting a stamp or nowadays, what is it called, badge? Sadhu.
Part-time. 5 years. Part-time sadhu.
Isn't it? You were asking something or adding? Yes.
Maybe I am mixing two things. Here you can tell Prabhu that one thing is this hope you are talking about, and then this is also not this thing how from the chapter 2 this we are expecting some results. That's all, or I'm mixing these two. This is also yes, this Karmanda Vadhita. There also this Krishna is telling.
Yeah, Krishna is always saying
Without expectations, do your work, and here I'm like it's coming with maybe I will get some result, and I'm investing this thing.
Yeah.
Or it's the wrong direction.
Maybe it's not in connection to what we are talking. What you are saying is of a karma yoga and how to do that. That still again needs faith. And faith we invest when there is a hope. Yeah. And but we will come to that. Yeah. I think hopefully, but it's not so directly connected to what we are talking. Where we were, by the way.
Thing and
Sadhu.
It's challenging to find sadhu. What challenge we have found sadhu?
Really, I am generalized. I mean, for it is not only for me. It is the like general discussion.
Yeah, I mean, how many
certain-
of us believe that there are sadhus in this day, in 21st century?
I can see. I can touch.
Yeah, see, he also believes. Who is sadhu? Your friend.
He says, I think it is his books. The books he's getting out of him.
He recites very good Bhagavata Katha shlokas. His child is.
Shlokas also.
Yeah, that's
Pronunciation is so clear.
Yeah, very nice. In Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a definition of who is sadhu. Yeah. Now again, the question will come. You don't have faith in Bhagavatam. So again, whatever we do, whatever action that we are going to do, immediately that element of faith is always there. And the way out is we have to definitely be, the approach should be that we should not be repulsive to be open-minded first. Usually what will happen is that it's not that we are asking to put faith. We are asking at least don't object, don't become repulsive on what we are going to do.
Some people listen to argue. Yes, argue. I mean, simply argue. Whether they are knowing or not, in Gita's preface also it is written like those who have faith, they will only get the good context. Else, there are always debates. I mean, it's open for debate. So that faith is really very, very important aspect. Unless it doesn't give you the nectar, what is actually written.
Yeah. So very simple. What we do, how do we build faith is We just take one verse from Srimad Bhagavatam and we see whether is it nice, yeah, because this is also something, we use our rational, not just like, okay, blindly accept it, because we don't want to accept blindly, but we want to be open of what is it meaningful, why is it meaningful, why is it not. So we see that Titikshasva Karunikam, Titiksha, one who is very, very tolerant. Very, very tolerant. Isn't that a nice quality? If someone is bombarding with a lot of abusing upon us, but Sadhu is saying, he's very tolerant. He's not just, if you slap my cheek, I'll show my another one. Nice. No, Gandhiji, yeah. But beyond that tolerance, yeah, we are saying that, okay, if a person is, I don't know, these are very two nice examples. Which one should I choose? A person is a drunkard. He drinks very much. And then he comes home. And then what can we do? Are we going to beat him? No, we have to be very tolerant, because the person doesn't know what is he doing. Even if we do something or even if we teach him something, he's not in a position to take it. All of a sudden, such a tolerance comes. We are tolerating such a person who is addicted, or a person who is mentally disturbed. If he is coming and beating us, what can we do? Are we going to slap him again? No, we are tolerant. Now we are talking about a sadhu who is tolerant to see the diseased condition of a person. Why a person is so egoistic? Why a person is so mad? Why a person is so lusty? If he is coming and attacking, if he is coming and disturbing, a person is still tolerant. So he is sadhu. Titikshasva Karunika. And now, not only he is tolerant, he is even more merciful. It's not that, okay, I'll move away from here. No, a sadhu is still going to that person and trying to help him. Hey, yesterday night you have drunk, but now at least you are normal. This is not good for your health. Please do change yourself. Titikshasva Karunika. Suhrada Sarva Bhutanam. He has great heart for everyone. There is no partiality for him. It's not like he is my friend, my family, my son, my father and all. No. He is well-wisher of everyone. Sadhu. Yeah? Now we are trying to understand. Is it making sense? Can he become a sadhu? Can we label him as sadhu?
Yes. He can.
Titikshasva Karunikam Surada Sarva Bhutanam Ajata Chatrava. He has no enemies. We may think, oh, maybe atheists. No, even atheists, they don't want to mess up. Yeah? They think, yeah, he's very good guy. Why should we? Such a person is sadhu. Now you know, I'm not sadhu. He's doing it. I have to come Sarabhutana, Ajata Chatrava, and then Sadhava. One who is will burst. It's not that he is scared and doing all these things. Oh, agar main marunga, mujhe marenge. It's not just because for my own benefit I am doing all these things. Agar मैं थोड़ा compassionate दिखाऊंगा, तो हाँ मेरा फायदा ही है. No, he is understanding what he himself is. He knows who he is. He knows who are others. And that context, in that way, I don't know, did I cover all 6? Ajat already 4 and Sadhava, Sadhu Bhushan. These are the ornaments of Sadhu. So it's not this badge that will be written that he is a Sadhu. These are the qualities of a Sadhu through which we can understand that he through this we can understand that a person is a sadhu. Now, the same question. Is the world bereft of such sadhus? Now, we may think, at least for a benefit of doubt, in some part of the world, some corner of the world, there is a sadhu. We may not have come across, we may not have been, but definitely such sadhu is there. Why? Because again, scriptures are saying that given any time, there will be sadhu. Why? Krishna himself is saying that, just like if there is a lost child who has, or what do we call the a cat, if it fell in a well, it will not stay there. Yeah, there will be some arrangement of the Lord to get the cat back. Yeah, so we don't have to lose any hope here. There is a good amount of hope. Why? Because Lord is saying that such sadhus are prevalent at every time. It is only the challenge is we have to look for him. It's not that sadhus are not there. It is that we do not have vision to see the sadhu. That is another problem. Because sadhus are not having this ornaments, doesn't look like it's made of gold or some silver. The sadhu bhushan are inside. And how to see that? Tad vidhi pranipatena pare prashnena sevaya. Upadeshyante jnanam jnanina sattva darshina. So, again, Krishna is also saying the technique. Because our challenge is faith. How to develop that faith? Krishna is saying very simple. Go and associate with those people. Do some service. And when you do service, they are not taking for themselves. What they will do? They will impart that knowledge, what they have realized already. And what we have to do after that? We just apply in our life. And it will work. And that's how we develop our faith. And that's why we need to understand that Sadhu Sang is very, very important. Without Sadhu Sang, there is literally no hope. Because it's something like you have a very nice tijori and there is all kinds of jewels, diamonds, everything. Do you think that there is no key? There is a key. The key is in your hand. Now, will you open it or not? If you don't open it, then we are called kripanas. Kripana means a miser. I have everything, but I don't want to use it. How bad it is? तो मयूर बाबू घर पे सब कुछ है लेकिन प्रोग्राम नहीं करोगे तो क्या होगा?
इसलिए तो आज
तिजोरी खुल गई. No, I mean, this is what Kripana and Brahmana. The difference between that is Brahman is one who is generously giving. A Kripana is one who is keeping. Now we tell who is intelligent. Why?
I think by giving he gets lots of things.
No. See, again, that is a desire. No, he doesn't want. A Brahman knows that all these things are only kind of putting us in a difficult situation. Yeah, Brahman knows that this is not worthy touching. Yeah, as soon as we touch it, life is gone. From Ramayana, we see that there was a king. I don't remember the name. He was not king. Sorry, Muni. This Muni. He has reached such a great level of success that if he continues to do tapasya, then he can become Indra. So, and in order to stop this, Indra came. You know what Indra did? He came in his own disguise and he said, you know what? I have to attend my nature's call. We just hold this sword for a while. And then, he left. And this Muni has a sword in his hand. He thought, wow, so nice looking. And then what he started doing, sword is for cutting. So he just started cutting some grass, some trees, and then he was keep on cutting animals and everything. Without knowing, he lost all piety that he created, and Indra is happy. Isn't it so dangerous? So we again see that Lord is saying that, yeah, just find sadhus and be in association of sadhus. And when we are, and again, there is a whole classification of sadhus and how to be with whom and all those. I mean, that is still a detail, but we should still start at somewhere which is called faith. Adav Shraddha Tata Sanga. And then what we do? What is the purpose of being with sadhus? To hear Katha, to hear Kirtan. What was the third one? What are the vitamins? Forgot?
Hearing. Vitamin. Ashirvad.
Blessings of sadhus.
Yes. And then Charachar Priti, compassion.
Compassion. Vitamin C.
Association.
Vitamin A was also there. Okay.
The vitamin D, darshan.
Darshan of the deities.
And last was K, vitamin K, Krishna Katha.
And now we have vitamin A. Yeah, just to bring it to our context. Yeah. When we have such a vitamins for spiritual advancement, then we will not have any problem with faith. Because these vitamins are not there, it's called Hridaya Daurbalya. The heart is becoming weaker because there is disease inside which is becoming bigger and bigger. But when we take the right vitamins like A, B, C, D, K, and all, no, yeah, then we can really overcome this problem. And then we will find right sadhus, because sadhus will be there. Definitely, Krishna is assuring that. And then what we do is, then we do bhajan, doing kirtan and harikatha. When we do that, what is happening is our heart is filled with that happiness which we want to have again and again and again. The moment what we are doing is, oh, 2 घंटे लेने के लिए we think a lot. But when we start tasting the nectar of Katha, Harikatha or Kirtan, what is happening is we experience that bliss that is uncomparable. When we are getting that bliss as an output, our faith is what happening? What is happening to our faith? It's increasing. And then what is happening because of that faith? Are we really looking for all the proofs and no. We don't want to be fanatics. It's not. We don't want to have a blind faith also. It's not like, okay, blindly following something. No. There is something based on the scriptures. We are applying it and then strengthening and again reapplying and again strengthening. And if we do that without association, we cannot do. Why? Because first of all, there are no examples to see, and there is no one to confirm what are we experiencing. So, Adoshata Tata Sadhananga Bhajana Kriya. Then only our heart purification starts. This is what happens. If we really want, how many of us really want that? We want to be really pure. You can raise your hand. If you really want, then we have to take to these 3 steps. Then only there is a next step. If we don't take these 3 steps and if we want the final result, nahi, apne aap nikalna hai, pura clean, heart clean hona hai, nahi hoga. Only when we are doing this, then only the heart will be cleansed. When the heart is cleansing, what is this? Shiksha Stigani? First one, Cheto Darpana Marjanam. Cheto Darpana. Cheto means Cheto Darpana. The heart is like a mirror which is covered like if it's covered like dust. Can we really see? We can't see anything. Just imagine, we can't even see our face in a mirror which is dusted. But when it is slowly getting cleared, then we can see our face. If we really want to know who we are, if we really want to know how is that source of happiness can be, first we need to do this cleaning job. And this cleaning job, for that what we need? Confidence. Our faith should come to that level. Not just little faith, because that little faith, if someone tells something else, it will go to something else. Yeah? He says Saturday party na, bahut acha rehta hai. I'll go there. If someone is saying, nahi, Saturday party nahi, mera office mein aao, dekho. So this very weak faith na, it's kind of very wavering. It can go this side, that side, and then after trying so many things, now we are tired. Even if someone is coming and telling us, even if someone is giving us good advice, are we ready to take it? No, because I have tried 100 things. Who are you to tell me? I know already there is nothing like happiness in the world at all. जो मुझे मिल रहा है चलेगा. This is like the kings. I think you are referring that in those days to punish the prisoners, the kings used to arrange that someone is taken in a boat into the sea, and then his head was immersed in the water for some time. And when he's almost going to die, then he is taken out. And then he feels, what a happiness. No, it's not happiness, it's a relief. So we don't want that neutral relief. We want that eternal happiness. Of course, I'm not giving this, what do you call, false bet, like selling something. No, it's not like that. No? It's not like, okay, if you drink Coca-Cola, you'll be happy. Or if you do that, you'll be happy. It's not like some cheap tricks. We are not going to put this false, what is it, boards called? Billboards. Formula for happiness. We don't want to advertise something which is not really working. But how to develop that faith? Read a bit, be in the association, and then the other thing, the katha. Sometimes it could be boring, but what to do? Yeah, that is the way out. And after that, we come to this point of another. Then no one has to push. After coming to that level, agar koi puchega hai, let's go to the party. I said, if I have time, I will come. That time will not come. I'm really assuring. If we take to this, there is only one result, only happiness. There is only happiness, Ananda Kanda. There is nothing else, because Krishna is saying, one gets the eternal happiness by following his words. Is it very difficult? No. It's very easy. It's not like, okay, now it's so difficult. No, it's very easy if we follow the Gita under bona fide source and guidance. So we have to long for it. With a group of people, we have to approach them and get the guidance. Then try. We are trying so many things. Why don't we try this one thing for a few days? Yeah, it's very easy. It could be looking like philosophical, or it could be like a very intellectual. Yeah, of course, for intellectual people, it's intellectual. We want reasons, We want reasons before accepting. Every reason is in the room. We open it with the open mind, then we will not close it without closing. This keeps on being with us forever, and then all those gyan will enhance it further. Yes, Prabhu.
Sometimes when you start seeking something and you have little faith, but then you kind of feel that Krishna comes towards you, he kind of brings you towards certain situations, but the faith is not in you, but these happenings makes you believe in faith.
Yes.
So this kind of experiences how does that journey happen? We don't have much time, but the happenings that happens from Krishna or nature, whatever you.
Yeah.
How do you describe that kind of feeling?
So what you are saying is very nice point. Maybe it can be faith part 4. But what you are bringing is that invisible hand of the Lord. Yeah. How many of us have seen the Lord? Can raise your hand. No one saw? Come on. No one saw?
The presence.
Yeah, we have seen the Lord, right? We have seen the Lord who is in the form of this nice tree, who is in the form of this nice hill, who is in the form of water. Because Krishna is saying everything, I am everything. Haven't we seen the Lord? When Krishna is saying so many times that I am this, I am that, I was thinking, hey, he is telling too much. How can I believe? How can I? Isn't it? We are not from the culture where people tell, I am this, I am that. Krishna is telling, how can it be? He is not my role model. No. Krishna is the rightful authority to declare that he is everything. Yeah. सोचो कि ये घर तुम्हारा है, मैं बोलूंगा ये मेरा है तो प्रॉब्लम है, लेकिन ये तुम्हारा ही घर है. If it is your house, you are rightful to say that this is my house. Yes. The Lord is saying that here, whatever you are seeing, that water is I, the taste of water is I am. So he's saying everything is him. So we have seen, and now comes, but seeing that, how can it induce that faith in me? Just imagine one day there is no air in our city. I'm not saying light, I'm saying air. What will happen? Then can we see the Lord? At least we are seeing when the air is there, we are seeing the Lord. If the air is blocked, we can't see. We don't want that kind of proof. The presence of Lord. He is all pervading, He is everywhere. Just imagine He is in everyone's heart. Is it really not enough? He is in everyone, every heart. He is there. What is the proof? Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is saying to Arjuna, because Arjuna asked this question, how come you know about my previous life? He's saying, I know. Because I was there, I am now, and I will be there. It is only you are changing your body. I am changeless. The Lord is saying, He was saying that this knowledge is given to Sun God at the time of creation. Long back. So, in that way, it's very clear when we open this book. First, let's get the knowledge. Be in association of devotees, because they have nice things to share. When we are hearing to that, our taste increases. When our taste increases, we also want, as you were saying, like, we can see the hand of the Lord very clearly. I don't believe that I can be successful just with my own effort. Definitely, there is X factor. How many of us accept there is an X factor in our life? Now it's up to us whether to count that X factor is Krishna's factor or some other factor. Let's find it. Because we need to say thank you to Him. Isn't it? If someone is giving us that benefit, and if you are just taking for granted, how thankless we are. We shouldn't be very grateful. We should be very, very grateful to person. Even, this is what our relationship is. Agar socho, wife and husband are leading a life with no thanking each other. You know how brutal it is. But here the Lord is so patient. Even though we are not thankful, we are not grateful to what He is giving, Lord is still patient. So let's find Him where He is and be thankful. At least we should become humans, right? Yeah. Maybe that is the difference, right? So we have this emotions, we have this intelligence that, okay, we should know, okay, when God is there, when we can see Him in these ways, what we do is we just offer. And the Lord is also giving the way how to see Him, where to find Him. अगर सोचो मुझे पता है भगवान ने सब कुछ दिया है, लेकिन मैं कुछ करने के लिए मुझे पता नहीं कहाँ वो रहते हैं, यही रहते हैं. Archa Paddhati, worshipping, the deity worship, Lord is clearly saying that when someone is calling me, I can be present in my own form, in these forms. It could picture, it could be murti form in the temple, in the holy name, in the name itself, the Lord is there. So in that way, Lord, if we really want to be thankful, really want to express thankfulness to Him, we don't have to go anywhere. He is present everywhere. We just be very thankful. This is what also people usually do every day. Morning they thank and evening also they thank. Morning they thank because they got a day more to live. Yeah. Evening they thank because they have given this whole things which are gifts one after the other. So one after the other gifts are coming to you every day. I think we got so much that we are not thinking these are so special. we are just taking for granted. सोचो अगर हवा बंद हो जाता है तब बोलते हैं अरे gift कहाँ है? Anyway, I'll stop here. It can go on, but yes.
Prabhuji just said happiness is a choice. Is it really a choice or is it something a result of something?
Are you saying is happiness choice?
It is said.
Are you saying it's an
Yeah, people
synonym
normally
or
say
what?
that happiness is a choice. Yeah.
Are you
So,
saying
is it
seeking
really-
happiness is a choice or?
You can choose to be happy, that's what
Yeah,
it
you
is.
choose to be happy. Is it really the case, or is it like it's a result of something?
Even if someone is choosing not to be happy, what is the reason? Because you want to be happy by not choosing happiness. Hmm? No? No? Yeah, because he doesn't want to be happy. That gives him what? Happiness. I don't know what else can be. Anyway, from the Shastric point of view, it says that we are all another bihar. We are all want to be happy. This is exactly like this. This comes mainly from Buddhism, where we don't want to meditate on anything because if we meditate on something, then we get attracted to it and attachment to it and happiness from that. Let's me not do it. By not doing it, I am doing something. Because in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying there is never a moment that we can do nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
Why? Because of the same thing. Because we are eternally seeking happiness. Every moment. Every now you search. If we want to be happy and if we can't do anything, that how can it be? Because we lost something and we want that. So definitely there is an action. Without action, we can't survive. Just like a fish cannot survive outside the water. Fish cannot live outside the water. Similarly, we cannot live without happiness. We cannot. Even if we try, we cannot live. Even if we are trying, that trying itself is happiness. Yeah. Even if we try to do nothing or something or everything behind is happiness. We are driven by happiness. Ananda, this is what we want. Why? Because that is our innate nature. Soul property is Sat Chit Anand. Anand is our inert condition. And if people are giving different definitions, or sometimes, not everyone is laughing. This guy is not laughing. Why? Because he want to be happy by not laughing.
So that means the happiness is
always prevailing.
That means happiness is always there. It's just that sometimes we don't realize.
No. We want to seek happiness in every moment of our lives. Different people have different ways of or trying different ways of being happy. Just like a psycho may cut his hand, he is happy. For us, no, it's crazy. For him, it's pleasure. Yeah. Even in dreams, why we are having dreams? People go to sleep so that they can have dream. Unless it's kind of a deadly dream. But again, if it's a deadly dream, they are scared not to go to sleep. So still a driving factor is always that happiness. We don't want to trade this happiness with anything. Why? Because it's just like our breathing air. We cannot imagine ourselves without happiness. That's why that happiness now, because of that, this can go further on this one question, because of that we are working day and night to be happiness until we find that which will give us real happiness. All these things happening us, for some time we are getting happiness, sometimes not getting. All this, why it's happening? To come to this point that where is the real happiness? Until we come to that point, we are always toasted left and right, up and down. Dosa. Eating dosa is pleasure, but just imagine the dosa condition. For us, it's pleasure.
But still, yeah. No.
Ladies first.
No, eternal happiness when we fall, still for even when we understand. Yes, for example, I understood, but still, when the problem or something unsettling things come, it is very natural that I react. Yes, I come out of it previously, if say I took 3 days to come out of it, now it is a little
Longer.
No, not longer.
Better.
It is little better that within some hours I am out. But that momentary reaction is
Yeah.
like even for you were discussing sadhu or
Yeah.
so that because we are working in office, we are dealing with a number of things, and then also if we someone no tolerate.
But still, Mataji, there is still ample freedom how we can be. Usually we don't want to take risk because we are scared. I tell to my manager left, I say, hey, I have a meeting, I have my work, I have to read, and my manager has to hear. But what we usually do is we are scared, like, oh, what will happen? Will this happen? That happen? Now we create our own.
Surrenderness.
Yeah, this is because of our own. Yeah, it could be so many conditions. We may bring so many reasons for our own conditioning. Yeah. You were asking this. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah. I mean that
But-
is something.
yeah, that is always
that's a
there.
continuous process.
That
I
will be
guess.
there until we are in this world.
That's what.
But then the-
ideal situation is very difficult to get. Your reaction. I mean, yes, everything ideal. Yes, my colleagues understand me ideally. My mother-in-law,
Yeah.
husband, everyone is just the way I feel they are understanding. Then it is fine. Then I can accommodate all the qualities of sadhu in me. But the moment,
That is the
yes,
moment of
that's-
the-
I mean, sometimes it happens, no? That
Actually,
once,
the
twice,
other way is
thrice,
becoming sadhu. Mataji. The other way is actually becoming sadhu, because just imagine there is what do we call people? You want to make just nice this one.
Yeah.
To make this, you need to beat properly. Then it looks nice. Just imagine if this was not beaten properly, then it can never become good. So in our life, this incidents, what will happen? We may think that we are perfect. That is our nature. But we are never perfect. If we were perfect, we wouldn't have been here. On one side, we accept it, but as soon as incident comes, we don't accept. We think that I am doing right. That is natural tendency. But when we think that, okay, let me pause a bit. Let me pause a second to really see, is this going to benefit me? So usually people get into kind of debates or discussions. Just if we pause a minute and really think that, okay, if I give up, I'll be having more peace of mind.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Keep on working on
And that is what we are saying now. That is one of the qualities of sadhu. Shanta.
Yes.
Peace. How is it coming? Because we know when to give up. So these qualities will come only when these incidents in our life take place. Otherwise, as you said, we may think that we are sadhu. If everything is so perfect around us, we may think that I am sadhu. No one is coming and bothering me, no one is taking my plate. Everything is so peaceful to me. When the real thing comes, then we are exposed. That is the time of test. And until we are properly roasted, we don't become proper dosha. So we have to be properly roasted, be prepared. Because there is no other way. We have to go through this. The only thing is we need to learn the technique of how to be. When we are in association of sadhus, we say, see how peaceful he is. Yeah, see his husband or wife are scolding, or his boss is scolding, but he is so peaceful.
Nirvana.
I also want like that. Then we take interview. What is the secret of I secret is boost is the secret of
I mean, normally in between husband and wife also that, I mean, quick reactions come. It is natural, no? Like.
No, let's become sadhu. Come on. From tomorrow I'll make nice batches. I'm sadhu A, you are sadhu B. As soon as someone is telling, I think you want to become sadhu, right? And then we'll say, calm down. I can shout, but I want you to become sadhu. Yeah, isn't it? When you become sadhu, you recognize me, I'm sadhu, na? Anyway, the Sadhu story, as I said, it itself is a topic. But really, let's try to understand the importance of sadhus. Yeah, we usually, I mean, I can give few examples in my own case that we used to run kilometers. Yeah, we used to drive like 500, 600 kilometers to whenever there is some sadhu coming to Germany or we used to go. We used to drive for hours together. And why? Because it is said, Lava Matra Sadhu Sanga Sarva Siddhi Hoy. Even if for a moment we have association of such a sadhu in our life is successful. So let's hunt for not job hunting. Job hunting anyway we can do. But let's also hunt sadhus because the secret of our happiness lies in their hands. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Sudama Prabhuji.
Yeah, your question was there.
So we talked about happiness. So we also discussed that the inert nature of Atma, soul, is like Ananda. Yeah. So is it when we are looking for happiness, is it the really soul is looking happiness, or is the happiness is already there in the soul?
The soul already has happiness. Just like a kid has the innate ability to walk even before he is walking, that Anand is already there in him. Yeah, just like now, it's not like okay, you are helping the kid and that's why he's walking. The ability is already given.
But they don't appreciate that. Or we don't
It
realize.
takes, yeah, it's covered. It's covered. When he is just putting some effort, if he's just sitting, he can never walk. When he starts, this is propelling him to start walking, then he's getting that how to walk, how to not fall, and all those things. Similarly, in bhakti also, the propensity is already there, but it is covered. Just like a fire is covered by a thick blanket. It's not that there is no fire; the fire is there, but it's covered by thick blanket. Similarly, we are experiencing that happiness, but we are not realizing what happiness is. Because we are looking something else as happiness as a definition. That's why we are always saying that is happiness, not this. Okay, someone is giving you gold. You say, I don't care gold because I'm, what is it? iPhone. So we do not know what is happiness. I mean, it looks very, very childish, right? To say that, hey, we are childish to not know what is happiness. But that's what is happening.
Is that the reason it said that the mind is our enemy? It's a topic for the next. Because it is there, but our mind actually doesn't appreciate that. It shows, okay.
When I hear this, very important thing is, have we made our mind our enemy?
Yeah, actually.
Is mind not enemy? Have I made mind my enemy? Mind तो बोल रहा है कुछ करो अच्छा, लेकिन मैं बोलता हूँ नहीं करते. It is the other way. Usually, what we think is, the mind can be used for good and bad. There is the intelligence. Intelligence is the one which makes the differentiation. Are we selecting mind for right thing or wrong? So through intelligence, we are making mind our enemy. It's not mind is our enemy. Mind is something like a hard disk. Nothing than that. It is what command we give. Through that it works. To use it for good or bad. Programmer immediately putting logic. Does it fit in science? I don't know much about it. I get that job wrong. Yeah.
Yes. So now the soul is looking happiness through this environment or body.
The soul is covered by this body, and through these senses we are looking happiness. That is not the happiness. What we actually are looking still. Until we understand that point, we kind of go in the circle. Yeah. So the source is Gita. Through that, let's make our life happy and blissful. Eternal happiness, no? You want Saturday, Sunday.
What you wish.
Yeah. You ready for the challenge? Are you ready for the challenge?
Yeah. 30-day challenge.
30-day challenge. You only need half an hour. Bus. Ready? Please start for me. देखा faith नहीं है. Okay. Okay. Bacha?
Bhagavata Katha. In Hindi.
Yeah, does someone want Bhagavad Gita in Hindi? There is one nice. कहाँ से लेके आ रहे हैं? घर से. And this one, the path of perfection. Who want to be perfect? Raise your hands. No one wants perfection. Only attachment. Huh? Can take this book. This is how much is it? €5. Yeah. Go through it. If someone want, can take it. I think at least I have 2 copies. You also have already. Others can take it. And if someone would like to do Japan, I mean, I didn't discuss about that, but if someone want, we also have Japan. If someone want to do Japan. Okay. Friends, thank you very much. Very thank you so much.
How much is Japan?
Free. Free. Only one commitment that you do Japan.
Yes.
That is the only thing. No, really. I mean, if you do it, you can take it.
I mean, not consistently, but
Yeah, but if you aspire to do it, at least
Yeah.
that is the starting
we
point.
do it at least